Yes, people, welcome to All Things Fergie Time. Said that completely wrong. Welcome to Fergie Time. Welcome to the finished article, Fergie Time. As you already know, this is where we talk about all things Manchester United. So we'll be talking about the injuries, the team selection, the upcoming game, the upcoming list of fixtures that we've got, and a little bit of everything. Before I do get on to that, though, as people know, we are on the race to 200, so please leave a like, subscribe, and comment on the channel. Let's see. If you could subscribe to the channel here on YouTube, be a massive help on that push. If you do want to get on any of the shows, the email address is just below now. So give me, just drop us an email and let us know what the situation is, what show you want to get onto, when you want to get on, and what you want to talk about, and we'll get things arranged. But without further ado, let me bring my boy on. The man that you've all been waiting for, Shazad. Let's go, bro.
What's happening, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. You?
Yeah, not bad. It's been a few days, but glad to be back on.
Yeah, man, definitely.
So
Missed you on the Fight Night show, bro.
I apologize in advance if my throat sounds a bit weird.
Nah, you're not the only one, bro. I've had that bug that's going around as well, man. Are you looking forward to the weekend Premier League games?
Nope. Just,
Straight up, no. Man's not looking forward to them at all.
Let me rephrase. I'm looking forward to the games, but I'm not looking forward to seeing how it turns out, because as we'll talk about in the show, we have a number of injuries, annoyingly.
Yeah, man. We might as well get onto it now. We might as well get onto the injury now. The boy Varane is out for a few weeks due to an injury suffered against Belgium in the Nations League final. Now, I'm actually really gutted because it's not just Varane is out, but Harry Maguire is out as well.
Yes,
so that's our defensive partnership gone. So we've got Eric Bailly and we've got Lindelof. Maybe you can throw Phil Jones in there if he hasn't got an injury. And then you've got Mengi, who's played there before in a couple of games. But in this run-up of games that we've got, we needed these two, man. We actually really needed these two. Because we've got the Manchester derby, the Liverpool United game, we've got Arsenal, we've got Chelsea. I would say we've got Spurs, but I don't think Spurs are going to give us a challenge. But yeah, I mean, it's just mad that we've got so much coming up, and with two of our best players in defence are out. So it's going to be interesting to see how Solskjaer does the team selection for this.
Well, it's funny because you put up a post the other day where someone was slagging off Ronaldo, and it was interesting because I was like, you saw my comment, right? So I was like, your boy needs to bring this form back to club level, which I don't doubt he won't do, but basically there's an over reliance on our attack to go out and get the goals.
I mean, especially with the injuries that we've got, we're going to have to rely more on our attack to score more goals than the opposition. That's the only way I can put it, really. Because you've got Eric Bailly, who, if he's fully fit, he's one of the best defenders we've got. I've always rated Eric Bailly. I've always thought he was a great player. He's just been very injury prone since he's been at United. Lindelof, like I said, Shaz, Lindelof does play well. He does have a couple of hiccups here and there. And he probably does need to learn a bit more in his more experience. But he's obviously only going to get that when he if he carries on playing in the first team, which is a great opportunity for two people to come into the defence and try and take them places from Maguire and Varane, which is going to be hard to do because they're the two best defenders that we've got in that position, in those positions, basically.
It's funny. It's times like this I wish we still had Axel Tuanzebe.
You're right there. You're right.
He would have been good to have in this situation, but it is what it is. And we just gotta hope that the boys turn up on Saturday.
Yeah.
They got Leicester away, which is even harder. Boy.
Yeah, I mean, Leicester are not pushovers, man. Leicester are going to give us a game. This is away, isn't it? Where
Yeah, this is away.
King Power Stadium and all that, yeah? I mean, Leicester are really good at home. And they're not on bad form either. So it's going to be very interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see who our team selection is. Your boy Idris, appreciate you tuning in, bro. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the comment. But yeah, Shaz, I look ahead at Leicester away this weekend. So I'll chuck it over to you, bro. What are your expectations for this game?
Apologies.
Don't apologize, bro. You've only got a cough, bro.
Ooh. I'm gonna say we're gonna struggle. I think we might actually lose. I don't have confidence in our defense.
No, neither do I.
I'm going low expectation with the hope that we pull off a miracle.
That's it, bro. You keep your expectations low, and if we do well, then you won't be disappointed in it.
That's true, man. That's true.
Now the thing is, right, we could go to Leicester and have a really good game, and I wouldn't really be really disappointed if we had a good game. Like, if we went there and had a good game and lost, I'd be okay with that. As long as we played well, as long as we played good attacking football and we lost, I'd be okay with that. It's just when we go defensive and play this, I don't know what it is, to be fair, this all-A style of football, this all-A tax type of football. If we go out and play that and lose, then I'm going to be upset. Do you know what I mean?
No, I agree, bro. I agree. It's weighing on everyone's minds. And the other problem we've got is not just Varane being out and Maguire being out, but so will Man United's South American contingent make it back in time? So
yeah, Cavani, you did mention this to me, yeah.
Cavani, Fred, let's leave Fred to one side.
Yeah, let's not even talk about him.
Yeah. Will Cavani make it back on time? Because it's 37 and a half hours between their last game for their national side to when they play for United next. So, it's going to be a tight race.
So they might not even feature then. They might be on the bench, but I don't think. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to get.
Yeah.
They're not going to get any game time. Not with freaking Solskjaer in charge. He's going to be like, "Nah, you guys are too tired. You can't play." And then he's going to chuck them on the bench, and then we're going to need them, and then we're going to struggle because Solskjaer's a knob. That's all I'm saying on that. That's all I'm saying on that, bro. It's like it's just crazy, man.
You know what? At best, and I bring this up because it's one worth talking about. But the important thing is to ask the question that will Man United continue their streak away from home? So,
well, to be fair though, bro, you've just said we're gonna lose. So, in that sense, we're not. Do you know what I mean?
No, but I had to put it out because we're doing the show and we're realists, so we know the score.
No, 100%. I mean, if Ronaldo starts, you've always got a chance of winning. If he starts and finishes the game without coming off as a subbed off, we've got 100% chance of winning that game, bro. Because that's Ronaldo's mentality. He will.
Go on.
Go on. Carry on, bro. Carry on.
I was gonna say I actually wanted to give you my lineup for the game.
I was just gonna go into that in a bit, bro.
Okay,
I was gonna let you know I was gonna ask you what your lineup was. But now, if you want to go for it now, bro, go for it, man. You give me your lineup now, and I'll give you mine.
I would go De Gea and go. I would then go. Luke Shaw's available. Wan-Bissaka is available. Play them both. In central defense, I would actually go Eric Bailly and Lindelof because Bailly will look after Lindelof. I think he should be all right with that. And then in midfield, it's really simple. You got to play Van der Beek. Please, for God's sake, you have to play him. If you're not playing him now, I don't know when you're going to play.
Yeah, I mean, Solskjaer's promised him more game time, but we're not seeing that anywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not being seen anywhere.
Bro, just give me a second. Let me grab my charger. I'll let you carry on. Just give me a second. Carry on.
Yeah, no worries. You grab your charger, bro. Before Shaz continues with his lineup, what I'm going to say is this whole situation with Van der Beek, it's getting ridiculous now. Like, you paid 40 million for a player. You should be playing him because he's probably one of the better defenders. He's better than Fred.
Yes, bro.
He's better than Fred. He's better than McTominay. So you paid 40 million for him. So why not just play him? Give him a run of games, like maybe 4 or 5 games in a row to play for United and show his capabilities. You can't just bring him on for 20 minutes here and there and expect him to show what he's capable of in that time, because it's just not going to happen. Idris is saying his lineup will be 4-3-3. Shaz, I'll let you finish your lineup and I'll bring Idris's up in a bit.
So midfield, I said you got to play Van der Beek. I would play Sancho, Pogba, Fernandes. I mean, the midfield sells itself. Up front, I'm going to go Greenwood and Ronaldo. That's how I'd go.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's not much different from me. I'd probably play a different formation to you, but I probably would go 4-3-3, just like Idris has said.
Okay.
Back four, goalkeeper, I'm happy with De Gea staying there because he's done well so far. Defense, I probably would go Luke Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, Eric Bailly, and Lindelof as well, just like you. 3 in midfield, I would have Pogba, Van der Beek, and Fernandes. Van der Beek playing the role of the holding midfielder and defending.
Yeah.
Obviously, Pogba and Fernandes will obviously have to contribute and come back anyway. Up front, Ronaldo, Sancho, and Greenwood.
Yeah.
So I'd go for 4-3-3 because I prefer the 4-3-4 formation. I mean, we've got the attackers to play the 4-3 formation. We've got the players to do it, so why not go ahead and do it? Idris, some of the players you're mentioning here are actually injured, so I'm going to go through his selection. He's got goalkeeper David De Gea, which is fine.
Yeah.
Aaron Wan-Bissaka at right back. Yeah. Luke Scherberto at left back. Bailly and Big Head Maguire. You can't have Maguire because he's actually injured for this game.
Yeah.
2 CMs, Van der Beek and Pogba, and attacking midfielder Bruno. Then you've got Ronaldo, Greenwood, and he's going with Rashford. Rashford's still injured, dude. He is back in training, but that doesn't mean he's up for selection. He's still not match fit. Yeah. He's still not ready to play. So you're going to have to swap him for Sancho there, pal. And you're going to have to swap Maguire for Lindelof or maybe Mengi if you want to give him a shout.
Yeah, absolutely. But I got to put it another way. So the only way United can counter this is they know they've got a good enough attack to go out and score goals. So attack is the best form of defense in this situation.
100%. 100%.
Especially with the way Leicester play, as you just mentioned at the start, that they're not pushovers.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
That, our record at Leicester isn't bad, but under Ollie, anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, we're still undefeated away.
Yes.
And I see us keeping that intact, either with a draw or we scrape a win, like a 2-1 win, with a last-minute Ronaldo goal or something like that. It wouldn't surprise me if that happened. Because Ronaldo can score in any minute of the game. Like, do you see him against Luxembourg during the week, bro? His hat-trick. That's his 10th international hat-trick. No one scored more international hat-tricks now than Ronaldo. So the guy just keeps breaking records, and people say that Messi's better than him. What records has Messi broken besides at Barcelona?
None.
Ronaldo's broken Premier League records. He's broken La Liga records. Probably not Serie A because he wasn't there long enough. He's broken international records. Like, what more does he need to do to be called the greatest footballer in the world? Do you know what I mean? He's done everything. He's scored more goals in international football than any other man. He scored more international hat tricks than anybody.
I mean,
he scored more Champions League goals than anybody. Do you know what I mean? There's just more and more records that he's broken. That you could go back the past 10 years, the amount of records this guy's broken is just insane. And people are saying that Messi's still better than him. I don't get where that comes from. You come at me with this like Messi's better than Ronaldo, I'll probably slap you right now. I'm not even joking. I mean, I don't even want to hear people say it. I don't even want to hear people say Ronaldo isn't as good as Messi. Like, Ronaldo at the age of 36 is breaking records. He's back in the Premier League and he's smashing goals left, right, and centre. And Messi's gone to the Farmers League in France to play for PSG because he knows he's not as good as he was before. It's like Ronaldo set his expectations for going forward higher by coming back to the Premier League. Messi set expectations lower by going to PSG in the French league. Let's be honest, the French league is shit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Idris has got a couple of comments. I'm just going to go through these before we go through what you've brought, Shaz.
Yeah.
Man, even as a Chelsea fan, I kind of miss Rashford. To be honest, I really do miss Rashford at United. Like, his pace, his excitement, him up front with Ronaldo and Sancho or Greenwood's going to be lethal, man. Like, Rashford has said Ronaldo is his idol. He's always looked up to Ronaldo. And now being able to play with him and learn from him, it's going to be amazing to watch these two together. That's all I'm going to say. Idris has said 91 goals a season, most La Liga goals, Ballon d'Or, most assists in history, most golden boots, and top scorer for one club. Yeah, that's the problem. He's a top scorer for one club. Ronaldo's the top scorer in international football. He's the top scorer for Real Madrid as well, I believe. He's the top most hat-tricks in international football, most Champions League goals. I can go on, bro. The list goes on for Ronaldo. He says, etc., etc. Okay, I'm getting slapped 100%. Yeah, if you're trying to tell me Messi's better than Ronaldo, if you were here, bro, you get a slap in it. It's just that. It's just got to happen, innit? But sorry, Shaz, you brought this up saying what will all they do with regards to team selection.
So
I'll let you go first, bro. Sorry.
So the reason I bring this up is it's really simple. We don't want to see Ronaldo benched. Like,
we can't afford to see Ronaldo on the bench to start this game.
I'm like, don't be stupid.
Like, Ronaldo just won September Player of the Month, and he started one of those games from the bench.
Yeah,
but he's still got like Player of the Month, and I know these Liverpool fans say Mo Salah should have had it, and he got robbed. Why should Mo Salah have got it? Because he scored one brilliant goal compared to Ronaldo's 5 goals in 5 games. Shut up and sit down, you Liverpool fans.
You know, the funny thing is, I think Twitter is run by Liverpool fans, because you remember that tweet I put out the other day?
Yeah.
I got done for that.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, my man got banned for saying something about Liverpool, innit? I don't even get what he didn't even say anything wrong. What was it you actually said, Shaz?
So
what was your actual comment?
So Ryan basically said that who's the greatest ever, Salah or Gerrard? So I said I actually said Salah because Gerrard let it slip against Chelsea to win the title. I thought it was quite funny.
Like, bro, when I read that tweet, bro, I was laughing. Yeah, it was a funny tweet. There was nothing offensive in that tweet for you to get banned for. So when does your ban expire, bro?
I think I'm back on tomorrow. So
you're free tomorrow, yeah?
Return of the Mac.
That's it, bro.
Oh man, it's hilarious.
That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. But go on, bro. I'll let you carry on with what you were saying about this team selection. Sorry.
So it's really simple. All he knows, he has the tools at his disposal to win this game. What he needs to do is be brave.
Before we go on, Shaz, I'm just going to put this up. Free my boy Quraishi in it from the Twitter ban people. Sorry, bro. I just had to do it, man. I had to do it.
No, that's fair.
Let's go back on to what were you saying, man, about this team selection?
So basically,
what will all do with regards to team selection?
Ollie's had 2 weeks off to wake up and revisit.
Come back to reality.
Yeah, come back to reality. So now with that change of heart, we're hoping that he utilizes the players at his disposal, which means play Sancho, play Greenwood, play Ronaldo. You don't need to bench him; he doesn't need to rest. And clearly, United don't need to be resting players like that. You don't buy them and put them on the bench. And either way,
bro, the same could be said for Van der Beek, though, innit? Like, why is the guy either on the bench or not even in the squad? It's like, what's the reasoning behind it? I don't get it. So he's brought Van der Beek into the team, right? He's paid 40 million for a 19, 20-year-old talented player, right? And the guy's hardly started. And some people were saying last season he wasn't big enough, right? So he was too skinny. He would have got bullied off the ball, right? So this guy over summer bulked up and he's put on a lot of size. And he's still not getting the game time that he deserves.
Yeah, it begs belief, bro. It begs belief.
It's like, what's Solskjaer expecting? Like, what does Solskjaer actually want from Van der Beek? It's just crazy. We've got a comment here from Idris. I don't even know what this is referring to. Obama who? Obama what? Obama blood clot Yang. Worse from an Arsenal fan who beat Tottenham. Or words from an Arsenal fan who beat Tottenham. I've got no comment. I've got nothing to say in regards to that. I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what that is. I know it's something to do with Aubameyang's name, but it's just a weird one. That's just weird. I'd just rather hear people say Viva Ronaldo at Old Trafford after Ronaldo scores a winner in the Champions League. That's all I'm saying, innit, bro? You remember that day still, don't you, Shaz?
How can you? Yeah, I was pissed off. I was ready to walk out. Like,
bro, no, you were ready to walk out. You're like, Shaz, let's go. It's 85 minutes. We need to beat Trafford. We need to get home. I'm like, bro, it's 1-1. It's the Champions League. Ronaldo's still playing. I'm not going nowhere, fam.
The funny thing is that winner was crazy because just before I thought we'd messed up, but
bro, when Telles scored, do you remember what the atmosphere was like when Telles scored?
Bro, this is a problem. The atmosphere isn't the problem. You heard this.
No. Right? No. I'm just saying. Do you remember the atmosphere after Telles scored?
I remember the atmosphere.
So the atmosphere when Telles scored, he times that by like 20, and that's what the atmosphere was like when Ronaldo scored right at the end of the game. That's how bad it was.
It's hilarious. You remember the chanting, like, we're Man United and we're never going to score.
Yeah, I remember that, bro. Like the Stretford end are loud, bro. You can hear it. You can hear in your all the chants, but that chant just had me cracking up. It's like you support United, but you have this silly chant saying we're Man United and we're never going to score. It's like, what are you even doing, man? You need to encourage the team, not put them down.
You know what? That's Ollie Tax.
Yeah, that's a shot at Ollie, not the players in it.
Yeah, it's
what's this? You don't watch AFTV. I always get cracked up when they make iconic scenes. I don't watch anything to do with Arsenal, man. Unless they play Man United, I don't watch Arsenal, bro. That's the honest truth. I've watched maybe a little bit of Arsenal this start of this season. I've watched like maybe 20 minutes of games like here and there, but not much.
Shaz watches Arsenal play. I'd rather watch paint dry, bro.
Damn. Yes, big on my boy Ryan. Appreciate you tuning in, bro. Appreciate you coming on and tuning in, bro. Really appreciate that. But yeah, Shaz, so your expectations not high for this game against Leicester, is it?
No, not really. Hoping for the best, but not expecting anything. So that's the way I see it going. I mean, hopefully they'll prove us wrong. But...
Yeah, no, exactly. I'm just going to say, like, obviously, my expectations are either a draw or a win. I won't expect anything lower than that. I know that's still high expectations, bro, but I want to keep this unbeaten run at home, away. It's still intact.
It's not really high expectation when you're a club of Man United stature.
Yeah, but that's the thing, bro. Right now, a win or a draw in a game against Leicester is high expectations because we've got Solskjaer as manager, innit? That's the only reason, bro. That's the only reason.
Oh man.
But moving away from the game against Leicester, we've got a big list of games coming up. We've got a stacked fixture list up until like mid-November, Christmas time-ish. So we've got City, we've got Liverpool, we've got Arsenal, we've got Chelsea, and if you really want to know, we've got Tottenham in there, but I don't see them as a big club. But Shaz is going to bring the list up, so here it is. So as you can see, we've got Leicester away. We've got Atalanta on Wednesday, and then you've got Liverpool and Tottenham back-to-back. Then you've got Atalanta again, and then you've got the Manchester Derby. Then we've got Watford, and then we're away at Villarreal. We've got Chelsea. Boom, 30th of November, you've got Arsenal, the big game. And then you've got Crystal Palace, Young Boys again, Norwich, Brentford, Brighton, Newcastle. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, that's Newcastle on Boxing Day. So Newcastle won't have any new players by then. I was just going to say. And then you've got Burnley. Well, obviously, we don't want to go into next season, bro. We'll leave that.
No,
next year. As you can see, like, you've got all the big games. Like, up until November, you've got all the big games. You've got all them big games coming up, bro.
No, none more so than this one here. So round.
Oh, sorry, I'll bring it back up.
Yeah, just bring it back up. So this is the one that Ryan will be looking forward to.
Yeah. Man United, Liverpool, Old Trafford, 24th of October. Hopefully we can get some tickets and get to that game, bro.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. Should be interesting.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. But by Christmas, Shaz, what's your expectation league table wise? Do you want us to be top? Do you want us to be top 4? You know, what's the expectation?
You had to drop that question in, didn't you, bro?
Hey, bro, this is fairy time, bro. The tough questions are coming here, bro. I'm not even joking. This is where the tough questions are asked. Week in and week out, I will ask the tough questions, bro.
But you asked the tough questions. Is Ollie asked the tough questions? That's the question.
That's the problem. Ollie hasn't got the balls to answer the tough questions.
Okay, now me have. If you want my honest expectation, looking at the league table right now, I would say they need to probably be keeping in touch with pretty much.
I mean, not just looking at the league table now, but look at the fixture list that we've got up until Christmas.
But bro, this it's make it or break it. I mean, if you get through these fixtures and you beat some of these sides, especially like your Spurs. So,
bro, Chelsea, that's going to be a tough game. Idris isn't here anymore. I think he's gone. But United and Chelsea is going to be a tough game because Chelsea are on form right now. What date is that game? I can't even remember what date that was. But either way, it's going to be a tough game. And I've got a feeling that Varane and Maguire aren't going to be back in time for maybe the Liverpool game. So we're going into some of these big fixtures against the big six, as people call them. I'm going to go top 4, like Liverpool, City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Top 5, sorry. I don't class bloody Tottenham as a top 6 club because they're trash. And I'll keep saying that every week if I have to, bro. I will keep saying that every week if I have to, until people stop saying Spurs are a top 6 club. Because yes, they've been to finals. Yes, they've been in the Champions League. But have they won anything? No. Are they going to win anything? No. Let's move on, though. We're not talking about Spurs. We're talking about United, who have actually won trophies, who know how to win trophies. So my expectation is by Christmas or after Christmas, going into New Year, I expect us to be top 2.
Yeah.
At least. If we want to be challenging for the title by the end of the season, we need to be towards the top end by Christmas. Going into next year, we need to keep ourselves injury-free as much as possible. Like, I don't understand what this Nations League thing is. This is ridiculous. It's a pointless competition, and it's cost us one of our best players.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
But
Really
then
good.
again, if we didn't have the league, the Nations League, we wouldn't have seen Ronaldo score that hat trick against Luxembourg. So it's a catch-22 in it, bro. You need it, but then you don't need it at the same time because the competition itself is pointless. It's just a friendly cup in it, basically. And I think that maybe they should get rid of it. They should never have brought it in. You know what I mean? And maybe just carry on the Premier League games during that 2-week period.
Yeah, I'd agree. I mean, for me, I think it's just meaningless games, getting additional injuries where you don't need them.
Yeah,
exactly, and it's with the test of character to see how the guys get on.
Yeah, I mean, I could understand what was being without Maguire as long as we had Varane, but now because of this League of Nations, Nations League or whatever, I don't even know what it is, bro. Now that we've got this competition, we've lost Varane because of it, due to an injury in the final, and I think that's going to cost us points in the league. For us losing points in the league due to a competition that doesn't even need to be there, it's just stupid because you've got the Euros and you've got the World Cup. Why do you need another international cup or trophy? It's just ridiculous, man.
Pointless, bro. I agree.
It's just pointless. It's not. It's just crazy. It's like I might go and design a new cup and trophy for international football and just tell everyone they need to come and play in it. And I'll do it during a 2-week period where there's no Premier League games. Do you know what I mean? Well, what's the point? What is the actual point of that? Besides having international games more, what's the point?
There is no point.
I mean, the international games, you have a couple of friendlies and you have qualifiers, and then you have the tournaments like the Euros and the World Cup. So why do you need extra games in between there? Because that's putting the players at risk for their club. And at the end of the day, the club pay for them players and they pay their wages. They don't get paid to play for their international teams. That's an honor to play and a pride to play for your international team, which no player is going to say, no, I don't want to play for my international team. Unless you're Brazilians and you do that and you get banned from the Premier League. That's a whole other topic that we can cover some other time. But it's not likely. I mean, that's the first time I've heard of players saying, I'm not playing for my national squad. That's the first time I've heard of people saying it. So it's never really happened before. But League of Nations League, is it really required? Let's be honest. The honest answer is no. So can we just get rid of this, please, FIFA? Can we do something right for once?
I agree.
Or the FA, whoever's designed it, can we do something right for once? Stop bringing stupid competitions into the game where they're not needed. They're not needed, man. So, Shaz, what are your thoughts on this, Shaz?
Well, I think Nations League is a waste of time. It's effectively just filling up a calendar because everyone's bored. It's like saying, what should we do, boys? Should we just go for a walk around Shaz's house? Why? Because I've got nothing better to do. The same thing with the Nations League. It's kind of like saying when me and Shaz link up, we do something useful. We either grab a bite or we chill out. But then there's other people that hang out with Shaz. I won't name them. They like to turn up and they just don't do anything productive. It's kind of watching test football. Shaz knows
I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. I'm not even gonna go there, bro. But you're right, though. You're right, bro. I'm not gonna say who it is, but you are right, bro. You're right on that. It's like this 2-week period for the Nations League. If they got rid of the Nations League and put Premier League games there, you could have a 2-week winter break over Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
So why not do that? Because that's going to keep the players fresh in the winter, which is what your clubs want. They don't want the players playing extra games when they're not. When these, like, let's say for Varane, for instance, we've just signed him for what, 35, 40 million or so.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing he's on about £250,000 a week wage, right? And United is still going to be paying that wage whilst he's injured. Do you get what I mean? United are still paying that wage whilst he's injured. And he didn't even get injured for United. He got injured for his national club. international club.
No
in a
doubt,
game
bro.
that was in a competition that's just pointless. So
Oh,
we're losing £250,000 a week on a player who can't play for us, who got injured playing for his national team in a game that shouldn't even be played.
I'm surprised he played. Honestly,
Why aren't these questions being asked by the clubs like United? They need to be asking these questions. Why is there a Nations League? Why are we risking our players in this competition for no reason? It's like we just lost a player for however many weeks because of your Nations League. So why don't you pay us compensation and give us that money
I was just about to
that
say
we're
that.
going to pay his wages with? Why should we pay it when he got injured playing for you? Do you get what I mean?
Liability should be with France for that.
The liabilities on France, they should be held accountable for that injury. And they're going to be held accountable if we lose points over these next couple of weeks, bro. I am telling you. I'm going to be blaming France right now. I'm telling you. I'll be writing a letter to the FFF telling them how disappointed I am in being in the Nations League and us losing Varane, bro. I'll write the letter, bro, if you want to sign it with me.
I'll sign it, bro. I'll sign it right now.
I'll get it put up on a United forum so all the fans can sign it as well, and we'll send it off together and see what happens in it, peeps. Let's start a movement.
No doubt, bro. No doubt.
That's crazy, man.
Fun.
That's just crazy, innit, bro? But yeah, man. Before we move on, peeps, free my boy FreeQuraishi from his Twitter ban, please. Free my boy from his Twitter ban. He wants to get back on Twitter, and he's been banned for saying Gerrard slipped and messed up an opportunity to get a league title. That's the only reason he got banned. Obviously, a Liverpool fan read it, didn't like it, reported him, and for some reason Twitter thought, yeah, that's offensive. We'll ban him for a week. So can we all please use the hashtag below, FreeQuraishi, get my boy freed from his Twitter ban.
Oh, boys.
But yeah, man, anything else Manchester United wise we need to talk about today? Is there
No, I
anything
think
that
we'll
we've missed?
put the nail on the head. I think we'll be we'll touch base next after the game. I'm sure, no doubt.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. And the game's on Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, 3:00.
Okay. So there are 2 or 3 little bits of information I just want to talk about. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so the first one I want to talk about is Pogba. Apparently, there has been a big offer made from United to keep him.
Okay.
But there's also talk of him waiting till January to have a pre-contract arrangement with Real Madrid to go there next summer. United have made an offer to Pogba. This is already known, but I think they've increased it to try and keep him happy. And hopefully he signs it before January, because keeping a player like Pogba, having Ronaldo in the team, gives you more ammunition to keep a player like Fernandes, because he's next on the list for renewal. So is Luke Shaw. So we need to keep these big players that we've got, and we need to add more Arsenal to our team. I'm not talking about the Arsenal players. That's not what I'm saying. We've already tried bringing an Arsenal player called Alexis Sanchez, and that didn't work out. The only Arsenal player that we bought that actually worked out was Van Persie. Legend. I still rate the guy. He left Arsenal to win trophies. He won them at United. End of story.
Burn.
Same with Michael Owen. He wanted trophies. He came to United to win a trophy. He's a Liverpool legend. Who wants to talk about that? We're the Liverpool fans. You want to talk about it? Yeah, I thought so. There's nothing, bro. All I can hear is crickets, bro. Exactly, innit? Okay. So the other piece of news I've heard is, obviously, we all know Newcastle have been bought by billionaires. There's talk of them looking at signing Martial from United.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I saw this.
There's talk of them looking for a lot of players, but the ones I've heard that are related to what we're talking about now, Man United, are Martial is on their list for their main striker, and the other player they're looking at, I don't know if there's been any negotiations or talks yet, but they're looking at Van der Beek. Now, if you ask me, a club like Newcastle, who's just got all this money, who are now looking to build a future of a successful club going forward, bring in a player like Van der Beek, build your team around him. He's still 20. He could be there for the next 10 years if you keep him happy. Build a team around him, make him your main man, and you'll see him flourish in that scenario.
Exactly, yeah. Van der Beek.
Taking Martial, letting Martial play the way he wants to play, the way he's not being used at United, let him play like that in Newcastle, you'll see him score more goals than he has for United for Newcastle. That's a guarantee. I've always rated Martial. Now, United have this thing that they don't like selling players to people in the Premier League. They always like selling abroad, so it doesn't come back to bite them in the ass like it has with Lukaku now that he's back in the Premier League.
No doubt, it'd be interesting. I mean, personally, I would give Newcastle Phil Jones as well, just for jokes.
Bro, do you know what? If they wanted to buy Martial or Van der Beek, I say, you know what? You can have this guy for free. Take him. Don't want him. He's yours. But apparently, it's going to cost Newcastle $8 million to sack Steve Bruce. They are looking at a replacement before they sack him. And Brendan Rodgers has already turned them down. So Steven Gerrard is in the lineup to be brought in, and so is Frank Lampard. So there are a couple. There's a lot of movement going on over at Newcastle. There's like every day I'm hearing new things from Newcastle United. Honestly, I'm not even joking. If you look at the news on Newcastle United, there's loads. There's just loads of news about them right now.
That's crazy, man.
It's like there's an article right now. It was put up an hour ago. Why is Steve Bruce still in charge at Newcastle? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
And then there's another article, literally same time it was released by a different source. Steve Bruce in line to stay as manager of Newcastle.
Oh wow!
What are you even talking about? But we're not here to talk about Newcastle United. We're here to talk about Manchester United. Let's not get them mixed up in it, people. But that's what I just wanted to touch on them, because Martial looks like he could be going Newcastle, which I'd be happy with him going, because he needs, like I've always said, he needs a new challenge. And I've always rated Martial, and I'd like to see him do better. Van der Beek. The Van der Beek situation is very different. Like, I really want to see him play at United. I want to see him progress at United. But if he's not going to get that opportunity, if he's not going to get that chance at United, let him go and stop hindering his, development. Because these years where he is young are going to be his key years for development. And you're hindering that by not giving him the opportunity to play. And that's a very shitty thing to do for a United manager, to a young player like him. Bringing him in at 40 mil and not playing him at all, not giving him the chance to develop properly. Let him go and develop somewhere else. Put a buyback clause in so we can buy him back.
Oh, yeah,
that's what I would do.
Yeah. I'd be game for that.
I put it in. I put that in. Sell him for however much you want. Put a clause in that we can buy him back for the same amount that we've sold him for. And when we want to buy him back from that club, we can have him back.
Exactly.
It's like on Football Manager, right? The first players I sold were Fred, McTominay, Lindelof. I sent Alexis Sanchez out on loan because I couldn't sell him because people wouldn't pay his wages. I sent Phil Jones out on loan to Israel because some team over in Israel wanted him for some weird reason. Honestly, I bought in Haaland to United. I bought Sancho to United. I brought James Maddison to United. New season just started. I bought Donnarumma in for free. And I've bought all these young 16, 17-year-olds that are coming through my youth system. One of these days, I'm going to do a podcast and I'm going to show you my squad on Football Manager. And I'm going to show you my reserves. I'm going to show you my under 23s. And I'm going to show you how good my under 18s are as well. And I'm going to show you the type of football I play. My football is different to Solskjaer. Solskjaer plays 4-2-3-1. I play that same formation. I do have that double pivot, but I play more attacking football.
Yeah.
And the reason I have that double pivot is because the amount of attacking I do, I need people to cover my defense. And that's why I have two. If you're playing attacking football like I do as a manager, you need that double pivot. But Solskjaer doesn't need it because he doesn't play attacking football. He plays shit football.
Yeah.
But yeah, Shaz, I don't think there's anything else I've got to say about United right now and transfers in and out. The only thing I heard is there's a big offer on the table to keep Pogba, but I think Real Madrid are trying to bring him in as well.
Yeah, let's see what
now,
happens.
the one problem I have with a club like Real Madrid, they've been doing it this summer with Kylian Mbappe. They keep talking about him in the press, right? And they shouldn't be, because he's not their player. They should have respect for the other clubs to say, right, he's not our player. Let's leave it. Wait till we put a bid in. Wait till he's our player and then talk about him, right? But Real Madrid don't work that way. They talk and talk about a player until they unsettle that player where they are and bring them to their club. And if they try that tactic with Pogba, I'm going to be very, very pissed off.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. It's kind of messed up the way they do it, but we'll have to see how that one unfolds in the summer.
Yeah, man. Definitely, definitely. In January, I want to see United sell Martial, sell or loan out Van der Beek, and bring in Haaland.
Why not, bro?
So
Why
don't
not?
bring him in January. It's going to be harder in summer because every club is going to be after him. Barca will need him. Barca probably won't be able to afford him with their financial situation. Real Madrid will want him because it's going to be a cheap deal. Man City already want him. Chelsea looking at signing him. Liverpool probably want to sign him. So if we don't get him in January, then I don't think he's coming to United next year, bro. Next summer.
No, probably not.
I won't be surprised if he ends up at City, just due to his history, his dad's history at City.
Yeah, that
You know what I mean?
Probably a factor that has to be considered.
100%, bro. 100%. What are your expectations, bro? I know obviously January is quite a while off, but players leaving United, what are your expectations? Besides Phil Jones, I know you can't stand the guy. Expectation-wise, what are your outgoings for January?
Get rid of Fred. That's just me, a wishful thinking.
That's wishful thinking because he's Solskjaer's pride and joy.
Martial, go. I would Van der Beek. I want to see him stay. So I would rather get rid of Fred. And
would you not rather see Van der Beek go out on loan and actually prove Solskjaer wrong? At any club, no, it doesn't have to be Newcastle. I don't care where he goes, as long as he goes out on loan and comes back to us at the end of the season, like Jesse Lingard did. Jesse Lingard proved a point.
No, it could work, but it just depends on the dynamics of the deal and how they get over the line. Because I can't trust these boys to sort that out.
No, exactly. I'd like to see Phil Jones go out on loan, just to get some game time under his belt and get some more football in, because you never know, after all his injuries and everything and in his depression and stuff, maybe he comes back as a solid, replacement for Harry Maguire whilst he's injured. Bro, don't look like that, bro. How do you know if he's going to be a good player after so many years of never seeing him play?
That's true, but I kind of don't want him back.
Yeah.
I just have a personal.
The guy's being paid £150,000 a week, bro.
Oh, right.
And that was signed this year. He signed that deal this year, bro. New 4-year deal. And apparently United signed it due to his depression and stuff. They didn't want to just drop him from the squad and no contract whilst he was being through depression. They wanted to support him through it. I think there was a bad move on United that paying £150,000 a week to keep him if they're not going to use him. But supporting someone through mental health is a very good thing to do.
Yeah, no, I agree.
They could have done it a different way. They could have just said, we'll put you through rehab, we'll pay you therapy, we'll do X, Y, and Z, but we won't sign you to a new deal. We'll give you the opportunity of coming to train with the squad, but not play for us. Do you know what I mean? Like, giving that opportunity to keep healthy, keep fit, and train with the United squad, but not on a contract. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Because that way, maybe some other club would have snapped him up by now, and he would have been playing more regular football.
Yeah, no, that there's some validity and truth to that. It just depends how the deal is structured. For me, I've kind of like given up, but that's just my take.
For me, Phil Jones needs to go, whether it's loan or sold. Martial needs to go, sold. Fred, just put him in the car, put him in a car, and I'll take him to any airport you want me to, and just buy him a ticket anywhere you want me to take him, bro. I'll drop him off anywhere you want me to, bro. Just tell me innit. Those are players. I'd like to see McTominay go, because he's not as good as people think he is in that role. Matic, I'd like to see him go. You can see where I'm going with this. I'd like to see a lot of midfielders go, so we can bring in one midfielder to replace them all who's actually going to play.
Yeah.
I'd like to see Jesse Lingard either play more at United or get loaned out. And if we're not going to loan him out, sell him, because they're going to ruin it. They're going to ruin it again with him. He had a really good end of season with West Ham. He's had an okay season to start with United, and he needs more game time. And I think if that has to be away from United, let it be away from United. Sell him to Newcastle. Sell him to West Ham, who still want him. Let the guy go.
I agree with that, bro.
Because he's another player who suffered with mental health issues and drugs. Not drugs, sorry. Alcohol and mental health issues. And I get why United have stuck by their players. But if they're not going to use them, they should now move them on and let them play first team football for another club. Don't just keep them at United to, just to support them through mental health. Like, support them with putting them through rehab, putting them through therapy and things like that. That's fine. Pay for that for them, because, that's looking after people, and that's how, you should look after people. But let them go to another club if they want to. If they want to play more first team football, let them go.
Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt.
What are your thoughts on that, bro? Though United keeping players just to support them through mental health, giving them new contracts to support them through mental health. What's your actual thought on that, bro?
No, I think the mental health aspect is really important. I think that bit I'm really happy with. It's the new contract offering that doesn't sit well with me, because I don't think it's needed.
Yeah, but, exactly. That's what I was saying, bro. So yeah, help them through with money. Give them money every month for whatever, a support for an ex-player to go through rehab and therapy and whatnot to get their mental health back to where it should be. But there's no need to give them a new contract to do that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I mean,
because if you look at it, bro, they've got a new contract. That gives them hope of actually playing for the first team. But a player like Phil Jones, let's be honest, isn't going to get into the first team at his age now, where he's not played for years for the first team. So that's going to put more pressure on him to try and get into the first team, and that's going to affect his mental health as well. So it's just weird to me. But I'm glad that they are supporting people through mental health, because mental health is a serious issue. And it shouldn't be taken lightly. And I'm glad United are helping their players through mental health issues. Very good of them to do that. But that is all for today, peeps. We are done with Fergie time today. There's nothing else that we need to add. We've spoke about as much as we could today. We are going to call in a night. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Before we do go, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. As we've said before, there is a competition going on the Fantasy Football League.
Yep.
Official Premier League Fantasy Football League. The invitation code is below. If you join, you can still win prizes because we're going on who has the most points for the month. So if you join now before game week 8 and you have more points by the end of this month than anybody else, you will win a prize. The winner for September was a subscriber called John Hanna. We are in the midst of getting a prize out for him. We just need to get them. We're still waiting for them to be delivered, to be fair. But once they are in, we will get one out to John and we'll keep the rest for other people. So you can still win prizes, people. Get yourselves in the competition because you've got to be in it to win it. But appreciate everyone tuning in today. Appreciate the love and support. Appreciate the comments. If you want to get on the show, drop us an email down below with what show you want to get on and what you want to talk about. A little bit about you, about your age, your location, stuff like that, just general stuff. And we'll get back in touch with you. But appreciate everyone tuning in today. Hit us up on our Twitter, which is in the bottom corner. And the official Facebook and Twitter are somewhere. I can't find them right now, Shaz. So can you see them?
Yeah, give me a sec. I know where it is.
I find them. I think they've been removed.
Interesting.
I've
Considering I had it just the other day.
Yeah, I know. So it's there now. Twitter is at finished. Oh, no, I've spelled that wrong. Apologies. There's no E. For some reason, it won't let me edit it. This is a botched job. There we go. So official Twitter is finished article without the E, then the number 2. Facebook, just search the finished article and you'll see a picture of a microphone. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on all social media. We're back with another video tomorrow, all things football, where we're all going to review Premier League game week 8. And we're going to go through all the fixtures. We're going to give you our predictions. So we'll be back with that tomorrow. So see you in the next video, beeps.